So Wolverine's now back from the dead to join forces with Deadpool. Do you prefer this duo, or do you like being part of the X-Men better?
Careful.
Rather than go into a comparison,
Thank you.
I'll just say that I've never had more fun or been as proud of a movie as I have with this one. And working with Ryan and Sean, the director, and playing Wolverine and unearthing parts of him that we hadn't been able to get across, that I've been trying to pitch for all these years, and also seeing the dynamic of Wolverine with Deadpool. There's something new and fresh for me about it. And so at this point of my life, after 24 years playing him, I feel invigorated, and I'm super excited for what fans are going to discover.
We see a new Wolverine now. So what difference do you see with the original, besides, you know, of course, the
suit?
The classic suit from the comics? Yeah.
The suit's big. I didn't think we were ever going to pull that off. I know it's been talked about before, obviously, but the moment we walked on set, Deadpool and Wolverine, you could, this, you know, crew that's done 100 movies, you know, or more, to watch their faces sort of just all of a sudden their jaws just hit the ground, and you couldn't hear a pin drop. That was a really awesome moment.
I had no, I mean, you know, you're so in your own head about all this stuff, and we've been kind of living with these suits in all the various phases of development, especially the Wolverine suit. Even the Deadpool suit was, you know, completely, we redesigned the whole thing. So when we saw that reaction, I was shocked. There was literally like a hush came over the crew, and these are, like multi-generational people who've worked on all these movies. And my one guy, Billy Lawless, who's a crew member that we love, I remember at the end of the day, he was walking beside me as we were leaving set, and it was the first day that Hugh was in his suit and I was in mine together, and he said that was the best day of my life. And he meant it. I mean, he meant it. And that was when I was like, wow, this is powerful.
Yeah, that's shocking for all of us.
Yeah.
But there's lots of different stuff. There's lots of just different stuff. These guys wrote a monologue for my character. There are more words in that monologue than I would have said in an entire movie playing Wolverine at times. So, but there were so many things that were really, I thought, just awesome. And it always still felt very authentic to the character.
Yeah, it all kind of dovetails into the idea that the movie Logan is so perfect, you know, and what Mangold made there is something that is just, it's a gift to not just comic book movie lovers, but also people who just love movies and stories and arcs. And so to bring this character Wolverine into this movie, you have to be damn sure that you have a real reason why and a way to, and a how. And when we had that, when we cracked that, which really Hugh helped, was so instrumental in helping us crack that in the script. Once we had that, it was so much fun to see Wolverine, all the things that we know and love about him, but all these other different colors that this new sort of story and world presented as opportunities for the character to do something a little bit different, but still within that kind of realm of the Logan and Wolverine we know and love.
Yeah, all right. So next one, Ryan, that's for you. You had no choice but to go look for him. But if you could choose, which superhero would you pick as your partner in your adventures? Besides, of course.
I mean, besides Wolverine, I don't know. I feel like we're like kelp in the water together. We sort of, the way we work, even in our real life friendship and our, you know, Hugh's sort of more like family to me, but fuck that guy. Happy to dump him in favor of really anybody in the comic book world. I'll take Howard the Duck. No, I if I could pick one other, I mean, I don't know. I guess like I would probably love to see Deadpool and maybe Raccoon on a little adventure together. Maybe Spider-Man as well, but Rocket would be kind of unexpected and fun, and yeah.
So I guess both of your characters' personalities don't really like fade in as in teamwork. You wouldn't say they do well with teamwork. Wolverine already had problems with his X-Men tenure. How have you managed to get along? Are we going to see a beautiful friendship or just arguing all the time?
Don't think it would be very interesting if you just saw arguing all the time. I mean, these guys have to follow a pretty clear arc. And they are much more similar than people would ever realize. I mean, they both are characters who are locked in their own shame spirals. They're both running from shame. Particularly men, I think, in this world run from shame more than any other demographic. So yeah, but they both handle it very differently. His is aggression and violence. Deadpool is, you know, more of like a prism of self-deflecting humor. So, you know, yeah, but the arc is definitely that they have to work together. If they're not working together, they're both screwed in this movie. They need each other. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, last couple of questions. As you may know, Spain is playing for the Euro Cup final. You went viral when you cheered for the team on TV. So do you still want Spain to win? And can you tell us what you think the result will be?
So, breaking up.
Yeah.
The connection is bad.
Yeah. Look, Australian, Canadian.
Yeah.
We're rooting for football.
Is it a Commonwealth thing you're going with?
No,
Yeah, we're rooting for football.
I mean, yeah, I personally, you know, my team is in Wrexham, Northern Wales, which is obviously very close to England in proximity, and so hard not to, you know, at least cheer a little bit there. But also Spain is one of the greatest and most beautiful countries that I've ever been lucky enough to not just work in, but spend time in. So, you know, how's that for a totally bullshit answer?
Just perfect.
Where we just pander
I felt
the hell out of.
like you're massaging me as well.
Right?
At
It
the same
doesn't.
time.
Yeah,
It
I
feels
know.
Good.
And this is the part in the interview, which is one of my favorite parts, where Hugh he hits me as hard as he can in the face, and I
This
just
is what happened last time. It
basically,
really
yeah,
hurt.
it's just
It hurt
oh
me.
my
You're so
god, yeah.
tough.
Not a single original tooth in here anymore. Yeah,
I think the
He does.
score's going to be probably like 8-8 at the end of regular time.
I don't think it works that way. Nope.
I think I know what I'm
No.
talking about. 8-8.
No.
I'm going to go for 8-8.
Big old shootout. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. You heard it here last.
Nadie sabrá si sales vivo o no. ¡Vamos, hostia! ¡Vamos, hostia!
¿Quieres un tirito?
Lo de la coca es lo único que nos tiene prohibido, Feige.
¿Y si digo empolvarse en la
Si
nariz?
saben todo el argot, tienen una lista.
¿Y la diosa blanca?
Ni nevadito,
¿Ralladura de coco?
ni un tiro al blanco.
Hazme un muñeco de nieve.
Quiero, pero no puedo.